Hello, good morning and welcome to this little experiment. My name's Lynn from Craft with Bella Jane, and I'm taking on the challenge given out this morning by Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Now, I've not done a challenge before, and I don't really have a lot of stuff on my desk. I tend to sort of tidy up each project after I've done it. But I do keep all my bits and pieces in this box, which is on my desk. And I do have these on, well, actually on the table next to my desk. Lots of bits and pieces that I keep, but they're not from particular projects. I've cut them out and a lot of them are freebies, and I just keep them in these little tubs. They're nothing to do with anything, basically. So I'm going to use those, and I'm going to use these. And I thought I might make some snippet rolls because I've never made snippet rolls before. And I've got sort of quite a lot of long pieces. So this is difficult for me. I'm not in my comfort zone here, because whilst I'm quite capable of working on the hoof, I quite like to have my projects planned out in advance. So yeah, this is going to be a tough one for me. So there we are, there's a start. The other thing I've got in here, which I did these ages ago and I've never actually done anything with them, is these little concertina. And you take strips like this, and these, oh, there's my neighbour again making Christmas. I'm really sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. You concertina these strips, and then you glue them ends together, and then you make them into like a rosette. And then when you've done that, you take a circle, like something you can make using your small circle punch, and glue that to the back. So I might have a go at that, and then again I might not, who knows. So yeah, so I thought the first thing to do, I'll make a snippet roll and go from there. And of course, you see, this is why I don't have stuff on my desk, because it just gets in my way and annoys me. If you believe in any of this stuff, I'm actually a Virgo, and you know what we're like. We'd like things to be neat and tidy, but I'm also, if you do believe in this sort of rubbish, I'm also born on the cusp, so I'm a bit Libran as well, and they're pretty laid back, you know. So yeah, I'm a bit of everything. So I'm just going to cut this in half, to be honest, because why not? There we are. So I think that'll be enough of that. I'll just check to make sure that we're recording. And yes, we are. We're on 3 minutes 58. So yeah, so we'll just glue these together. I'm still using this kitchen paper, and making use of that. So yeah, I quite like the idea of making these sort of snippet rolls, but I'm also keen on the idea of making those rim things that you put down the side of the page. So this is either going to be one of those or a snippet roll. I don't know. This one's a bit bigger than the others, but there we are. I'm really sorry about the banging. It's not good, is it? There was absolutely nothing going on a few minutes ago. And as I've heard other people say, the minute you turn on the camera, off it goes. So yeah, so while I'm working on Christmas, I've got these red bits. I haven't got much in the way of Christmas ephemera, but of Christmas bits of scruffy bits from Christmas, you know, the Christmas bits and pieces. So yeah, and I'd really like to get some red wax and do some red wax seals. I think that would be really good. So I'll just put some of this along, and that'll be a start. I mean, it's really difficult, isn't it, to keep the whole thing in shot for everybody to see, and you know, that's just not easy, is it? So I'm going with these red bits for now, but I don't know what else I've got that's got red in it. And if I reach behind me and get some of my Christmas stuff that's there ready for my Christmas journal project, I suppose technically that would be cheating, wouldn't it? Because it's not actually on or near to. Well, it's near to, it's within reaching distance. But I suppose it would be cheating, wouldn't it? So I better not do that. So yeah, so here we are, something else new for me. I've never done a challenge, and I have never made a snippet roll, really. I'm very much one for making things as I need them, and yeah, so I don't often make things in advance, or I do make things in advance, but only for something that I know I'm going to need them for. So yeah, so I watched a lady make these snippet rolls oh, months ago, last year maybe, and she made them like inchies. Now I've made inchies before, but in fabric. So yeah, she made them like inchies. She didn't make them on a big long strip like this. She made them on like strips about this length, which, you know, what's a good idea? Let's just make them on strips that are, yeah, look. And we can always put them together at the end. Isn't that such a good idea? Yeah, that's what she did now. So she made them like inchies, and she just put things together like that, really. And then she didn't stick anything down until she decided where they were all going to go. Now, she wasn't doing a what's on your desk challenge, so you know, you're limited, aren't you, to what you've got in your scraps box when you do that. But so she had everything she wanted ready to hand, and a lot of that involved things like numbers and little pieces of lace and flowers and different things. Now, I have got lace very, very close to hand, and it might be technically still on my desk, I suppose. So I might just grab a few bits of that. I'm going to put the lid back on my glue for a bit, because I'm not actually going to do anything until I've made a decision as to what and where everything's going to go. And oh, look, ribbon. Ribbon. Now then, some of this painted oh, look, I've got one of these skulls which has fallen into there. And I suppose it would be quite easy to cheat at this, wouldn't it, really? And get everything ready and pretend it was on your desk. But There doesn't seem to be a lot of point in that, does there really? What's the point of a challenge if you're going to cheat? Well, what's the point of anything if you're going to cheat, really? That's what I think. And here comes Jess. She's heard me talking and she thinks, what on earth? Why are you talking? You sound like a mad woman. So I'll cover those skulls up so that we're not looking at anything that's Halloweenish. And then I've got this paper, which is fabulous. And of course, this is all left over from my red journal. And this is part of the dreaded red kit. And yeah, so I could do things like that. Yeah, look, there's a rose on here. Now, I've got to be careful when when I'm ripping small things, I forget. I don't want this white core showing, so I've got to be more careful about where, oops, stuck to the glue, where and how I trim this paper off. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's nice. What else have I got in here? Oh yeah, look, I've got all this. This is rather lovely, isn't it? I'm forgetting to be in camera as well. Now, this is totally unplanned. I watched, and it's not going to be very long. I watched Tina's video this morning, part 1 of her 7 day. Well, it says 7 days, but I think she's going to do 8 days. 8 days of what's on my desk, and she said it'd be really great if everybody could join in with this. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll have a go. I think that'd be fun. So whether I can manage 8 days of this, I really don't know, but I can definitely manage 1 or 2 or 3. And so here we are with day 1. And yeah, it's good fun already. I'm enjoying it. And provided I don't use any bats, I can use this red paper and maybe get away with it in my Christmas journal, because I'm thinking in terms of that, really. So yeah, I wonder if I've got any labels that I could use. No, I don't like that bit. Don't like that bit. Yeah, the other thing is, because I'm a teacher, I'm always planned in advance, and I know what I'm doing. And look what I've just found in the bin. Found some of this red silk, which the bin is fair game, isn't it, I would say. Tons of it in there because I cut something up to use the wadding in my now this won't rip because it's a sort of satin stuff, but yeah, I cut something up to use in my Christmas journal, and these were the edges of it, so I threw them in the bin, and yeah, it's still there. So I think the bin is fair game for this challenge. And you know, you could do something, just crinkle it up, couldn't you, really? Just crinkle it, which I'll probably do when I glue it. Excuse me. I think because I've not been talking for a while, and then I start talking on here, I get a frog in my throat. So I don't know. Right, let's have a look in. Let's have a look in here. See if there's anything in here. So this is just a load of stuff that, you know, I just keep to hand really, because it's I don't know when I'll use it or what. It's all stuff that it's either freebies or something that I've got from somewhere and I haven't used it, and I've just thought, oh, I've cut it all out, and then I've put it in these little pots and just keep it on the side in the hope that it'll be useful. And oh, suddenly it's useful. But I don't know whether it is or it isn't really. There's nothing much in our colourway in here at the moment. There's a stamp I could use on there and some writing. And there's a stamp there with some writing. That might be useful. And another one there with some flowers that might be useful. So I don't know. Am I straying outside the brief? No, because these are on my desk, aren't they? So, you know, look, there's some lovely flowers here that I've cut out. Let's keep to this reddy, pinky theme and just see what we can find. So I don't want this to be a really long video. I just want to take part, but you know, not get too carried away with it really. Okay, so shall we give it a go with what we've pulled out of here? Yeah, I think so. Anything in here? These are just labels I got free on the internet. Nothing in there. Now, these are Tina's bows and other people's butterflies, but I don't think there's anything in the colours. Oh yeah, look, there's a red one. There's a red spotty one. There's a reddy, peachy coloured one. Oh, we can cook it on gas here. Doing really well. There's a flat red one. Yep, there we are. And then there's these under here, which I'm not sure what we've got in the bottom. Oh look, there's a little key there, that's sweet. Flowers, lots of flowers. Lots and lots of flowers in the bottom of there. Right, okay, so we'll give it a go with those. We'll move those out of the way now because they're just annoying me. We'll put this at the back here where it belongs. And we'll have a little go. These are these strips. I like these little, I like doing collage with these strips. That's where I keep them. Yeah, so where are we? Yep. And I think maybe we should be cutting something down now because it's all starting to get a bit floppy. So I'll cut these into little squares. Can use those. I'm gonna cut off some stamps. I do have a box with stamps in, but I think that would be cheating too much, wouldn't it, if I went and found those? So we'll use what we've got. I've got some decal, what are they called? Crimping, no, not crimping shears. What do we call these? I can't remember now. Anyway, they're give you that stamp edge So they're pretty good. So we'll do a couple of those. In fact, that one's got a nice they're not wonderful, these scissors, I must admit. They're pretty cheap and nasty, but you know, they do the job, don't they? So what more can we ask for? So did we just have 2 of those? I think we did. And put that away. I fancy using some of these bows, but I don't want to spend ages cutting things out so that this becomes a long video, but I like this one. So yeah, so I'm just killing an hour now before I go out with Jess for a walk and meet my friend for lunch, and then go with her on a little errand. So yeah, so nice morning, early afternoon ahead of me. I've spent all of yesterday slow stitching the cover for my Christmas journal, and yeah, that was great fun. I love doing that. So let's start gluing some things down, because otherwise let's see how long we've been. 21 minutes. So let's start gluing some things down. Now, which glue shall I use? I'll use glue stick. No, I'll use this tacky glue, because if I use that Anita's, it's going to drive me mad, because it just doesn't come out fast enough, and it just makes me potty. So yeah, so I think we'll just go be random at this. This is a dry wet wipe that I've left on here, and just, you know, not overthink it really. Look what I've done now. Get carried away. Yeah, not overthink it. And I don't think these need to be stuck down perfectly, like the where's those stamps, like the like other things, because I think when you make clusters, they're sort of partly a bit loose and flappy, aren't they, really? And I've got something pink now. Where have I put the things I've cut out? Oh, here they are. Can I put a rose on there? Or does that look stupid? Don't really like that. Where's that butterfly? Where's that? There it is. That doesn't even show up, does it? That so it needs something in the background to just help it along, really. So I haven't oh yeah, that's better, isn't it? I haven't inked anything either, so I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. And I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing, to be honest, because I'm probably well out of shot. So let's just get a move on, and I think that's too big. Let's just give it a go, really. And at the end of the day, these might just look rubbish, but you don't know if you don't try, do you? Here we are. I think this is a bit big. And we've got a big piece of... Let's give it its own spot. Have a go with that. Let's wrinkle this up. And that needs something on top of there to sort of keep that in place, doesn't it? And I wasn't meaning scissors, I was meaning something that... But we'll just put the scissors on there for now, just to hold that down. Right, next. Just cut this. Well, I'm certainly not overthinking this, but whether they're going to be something I'm going to use at the end of the day, I don't really know. Because, you know, who knows? But, you know, they could go. I'm going to make some of those corner tucks on my Christmas journal. So these would actually go on the corner tucks. So, yeah, that might be all right on that. There we are. Right, next. Come on, let's move it. Because I don't want this to be taken all day. And at the moment, it's definitely taking too long. I don't like that. Oh, look, a butterfly. Can we put that on somewhere? Oh, look, I'm actually inking something. Where can that go? That'd be nice on there, wouldn't it? There we are. Nice. Nice. Look at this. This is nice. Goodness knows where I've got all these from. Freebies and different things. Because, excuse me, sneeze. There's enough glue on there for that. Now that girl, I'm really sorry, I can't remember her name, but when she'd finished making these, she stitched up and down them, and it looked really nice. So I could do that. I've still not filled up the thread in my sewing machine yet from the last time I used it. Holding on to that piece of wipe. Yeah, so I really don't want this to go on for too long, so I'm going to make this pretty much the end of it now, and I might stitch them when I come off camera, and then when I start the next one I'll show you this. And then what Tina said was that at the end of it all, right, where am I going to put this? Oh, that looks nice on there. Oh, that looks nice on there. At the end of it all, show everything we've made at the end of the several days, however many days we do. And I think, like she said, I think she's doing 8 days, what she said this morning. So, yeah. So, quite like these roses, but they're just a bit big, that's the trouble. And I like the numbers, but again, they're a bit big. These aren't too bad, but they're not the right colour. But they might be all right. I'm making a terrible mess. I hate working in a mess as well. It's not my cup of tea at all. Which is why I don't have much on my desk that I can use, because I do tidy up at the end of every project. Well, I tidy up at the end of every session that I do on camera, and then when I finished a project, I pack away everything that is left over, and I put it in a file and in a box, and yeah, it's there ready for if I make another something else with that similar colours or similar with that project kit again. So oh yeah, I could go on there. Right, so I'm going to stop there. To be honest, I'm not loving this. I mean, it's all right, you know, but I'm not really loving it. I can, you know, I can see it. I can, you know, I can see where it's going, and I mean, it'll probably be really nice at the end, but maybe it's just not my cup of tea working here. But then you should challenge yourself, shouldn't you? You know, challenge yourself to work in a way that you wouldn't normally work in, and see what you end up with. And to be honest, this isn't what I was thinking I'd end up with, because I didn't think I'd got enough pieces of red in my box of bits. And like I say, I like to make things that I know I'm going to use, but and I haven't made a lot for my Christmas journal yet, so these may come in handy. I mean, let's hope they do, because, you know, it's such a good idea, isn't it? Right, where's this going to go now, this key? I don't know, but it's going to be the last piece I'm going to put down for this session. I think it was going to go there, wasn't it? But again, it's needing something behind it, because let's put this right in behind it, because it's just not showing up, is it really? Let's put a bit of ink on that. Oh, a bit of glue. Maybe I should put that the other way around. I'll put the key diagonally on. Oh, oops. That'll be all right, won't it? Like that. And I was going to put a bit of ribbon. Put a bit of ribbon under there. Oops. I've had a rip. There we are. That's what I was going to do with that. Now I've made a pig's ear of it. Oh well, never mind. We'll see what it looks like at the end. Where's that other bit of ribbon? Where can I put that? I think I'll put that. Oh, look, I've got bits and pieces everywhere. I think I'll put that nowhere for the time being. Right, so let's call that a day for now. Just have a little tidy round, see what's, so we can see what's what. And there we are. That's a start. Using what's on my desk and making some little clusters. And yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with that. I mean, there's that one's not finished. That one's not even started. I probably could have made better use of my inking tool. but it's a start, isn't it? So yeah, thanks for watching. That's day 1 done, and hopefully I'll be back with you tomorrow for day 2. And in the meantime, I'm still working on my Christmas journal, and I've nearly finished slow stitching my my cover, so that'll be part 2 of the vintage Christmas journal to come as well. So thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.